There comes a day when you realize the people you're scared to lose were the very ones dimming your light. And that day, it changes everything. You don't notice it at first. It starts small, like a hairline crack in a wall. A lie that didn't need to be told. A joke that didn't really feel like a joke. A comment you laughed off because you didn't want to seem too sensitive. But those small moments, they're never small. They're tests, measurements, silent calculations of how much of yourself you're willing to lose just to keep someone else comfortable. I learned that the hard way. I used to shrink myself to fit into rooms that didn't deserve me. I accepted explanations that were never real, apologies that meant nothing, and excuses stacked so high you couldn't see the truth under them anymore. And the truth was simple. Some people don't hurt you by accident. They hurt you because it works. The liar who tells small lies, they're just training for the big ones. The person who talks down to you, they're checking if you'll bow your head. The one who blames everyone else, they're hoping you'll be too tired to question them. And the one who talks behind people's backs, they're rehearsing for the moment you walk out of the room. But the worst one, the one that almost broke me, was the person who played the victim so well I felt guilty for breathing. Their pain always seemed louder than my boundaries. Their struggles always seemed bigger than my feelings. And I kept giving and giving and giving until I woke up one morning and realized I had emptied myself trying to fill someone who wasn't even holding a cup. That was the day something in me snapped. Not in anger, but in clarity. I finally understood something nobody ever taught me. Self-respect is not loud. It's quiet. It's a decision. It's the moment you choose yourself without apology. So I started paying attention to the tone behind the words, to the silence after the joke, to the weight I felt around certain people. And I made a promise to myself. I will never tolerate what makes me smaller. Not even once. Because the first time you excuse disrespect, the world learns you'll excuse it again. The first time you let someone cross a boundary, they learn the path to keep crossing. And the first time you let someone twist your reality, they learn how easily your truth can be shaken. But when you stand up, when you draw that invisible line in the sand, everything changes. Suddenly, the ones who depended on your silence fall quiet. The ones who used your kindness as a weapon lose their power. And the ones who only stayed because it was easy, leave. It hurts, yes, but it's the kind of hurt that sets you free. Because on the other side of that pain is you. You, unshrunk. You, unfiltered. You, standing in rooms that match your worth. You, surrounded by people who don't require you to break yourself to make them whole. So hear me clearly. You're not being too much. You're finally being enough. And the moment you stop shrinking, your life expands. Walk away when you must. Protect your energy. Guard your peace. And never, not even once, tolerate what teaches you to doubt your own value.